promises same day. Team promises same day. Team promises same day. Team promises same day.
Where's losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit hillerudconstruction.com.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena. We're ready to get started with Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Dickinson Midgets and the Jamestown Blue Jays. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's matchup. First of all, for the Dickinson Midgets, the guards will be Alex Dvorak, a 6'1 senior, Damon Glasser, a 6'4 junior, and Sebastian Hauk, a 5'9 junior. The forwards, Drew Beal, a 6'1 senior, and Tyrese Anase, a 6'1 senior. The head coach of the Midgets is Dan Glasser. He's assisted by Brent Wolf, Mike Williams, Brandon Ware. Again, you can see that there's not a lot of size for Dickinson to work with. Top player 6'4 in the starting lineup, and that's as tall as it gets on that roster for Dickinson. And it doesn't get a whole lot taller, if at all taller, for Jamestown. Jack Van Berkom off the bench at 6'5", but not a lot of size in this one, so this will be a little bit more of a run and gun affair. At least you would expect. For the Blue Jays, the starting lineup, Noah Meisner, 6' sophomore, will start at a guard position. Also at guard, Dalton Lamp, 6' junior. And starting at guard will be Ryan Larson, a 6'2 junior. The forwards, Caden Cox, a 6'3 senior, and Peyton Holkalter, a 6'2 senior. The head coach of the Jamestown Blue Jays is Jacoby Lloyd. He's assisted by Jeff Meisner and Levi Hirschkorn. Blue Jays are in white with their blue accents, and Dickinson will go in traveling blacks with the orange accents, the business suits, as they would say in the world of hockey. Of course, we're not in the world of hockey. We'll leave that one alone, right? The jump will feature Caden Cox for Jamestown, and he will outduel Damon Glasser for the jump ball. And we are underway here at Jerry Meyer Arena with the second half of our doubleheader. Blue Jays with the basketball to get things started. Dalton Lamp on the top of the key, working towards the right. He'll be pressured way up by the circle by Damon Glasser. Reversal to Noah Meisner on the near side. He's going to pick up defense from Alex Dvorak, and there's a lot of ball pressure high right now for Dickinson defensively. Under 10 on the shot clock. Holtalter kicking out to the right side. A step back and a three-point shot by Dalton Lamp that's off the heel, and a rebound battle inside as Drew Beal comes down throwing some elbows, but is able to pick it up. Damon Glasser into the front court for Dickinson, and now the Midgets will have an opportunity to run their offense for the first time tonight. On top, long three-point shot by Tyrese Anase. Ends up no good. An offensive rebound for Drew Beal. He'll turn it back to the top for Sebastian Hauk. Take to the basket, good. Sebastian Hauk will score the first points, and Dickinson will take a 2-0 lead. Blue Jays into the front court for the second time. An offensive rebound in that sequence for Dickinson. We'll watch that closely. 3 out of the left corner by Noah Meisner splashes. Noah Meisner with a three-point shot for the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays will take their first lead of the game. 3-2 as Noah Meisner knocks down a three from the left corner. A circle back to the top of the key by Sebastian Hauk. Now he kicks down low. Long scoop to the basket for Alex Dvorak and a scoop lay-in. That goes wild and over the rim and no good. And Peyton Holkalter comes down with a miss for Jamestown. Meisner front court, 3-2 in favor of Jamestown. Ball to the top of the key, taken there by Caden Cox. Cox will give it back to Holkalter. Near side, Ryan Larson for three. That's knocked down. Ryan Larson steps out and hits the second triple of the game for Jamestown, and the Blue Jays will take a 4-point lead by a score of 6-2. Anase curling back to the top of the key, looks in at Beal. Beal tries to play it back to the perimeter. He found Sebastian Hauk. Long court-wide pass. Long three-point shot for Damon Glasser. That won't fall. And a rebound for the Blue Jays in Caden Cox's hands. And here come the Blue Jays again, looking to extend their lead. Another three-point play would make it a three-possession edge early. Top of the key, a little look in by Holkalter. Kick out Meisner, 3 again. Yes, again. Noah Meisner splashes a three-point shot from the left corner for the second time. And Jamestown will take a 9-2 lead over Dickinson, a little better than 2 minutes into the matchup. We'll see how the Blue Jays respond. Or actually, how the Midgets respond. A long mid-range jump shot by Dvorak that won't fall. An offensive rebound put back by Beal is strong over the heel of the rim. Jays come away with another hold. Ryan Larson comes down with the basketball. Even though the Blue Jays have given up a couple of offensive rebounds, they haven't been stung by those offensive boards as of yet. A step up by Noah Meisner. He's got 6 points and a couple of threes. He looks down low. Holkalter, physical inside. Peyton Holkalter with a head fake to get his man in the air. He scores off the glass, and it's 11-2. Jamestown by 9 after 3 minutes of basketball. Really strong start for the Blue Jays. Hauk drives in, kicks off near side, take to the basket, and a shot no good for Glasser, but he's going to the foul line as he was hit in the act of shooting. We'll check the call. Foul may go against Ryan Larson here. It'll be Ryan Larson that will pick up his first personal foul, and that is going to put Damon Glasser on the foul line for the Midgets. With 3:03 played and 14:57 left of the opening half, and Glasser's first foul shot will roll in for the third point of the day for Dickinson. We have a somewhat nice crowd that's gathered here at Jerry Meyer Arena. They're spread out, but a good attendance for a Saturday afternoon, second half of the doubleheader. Second foul shot is on the way for Glasser. That rolls in as well. Damon Glasser will go 2 of 2 from the foul line, and Dickinson will cut the Jamestown lead to an 11-4 margin with the clock at 14:45 to play in the opening half. Blue Jays with the basketball. They go for a post entry. Holkalter amongst a crowd. Ends up missing. Got his own miss. Back to the basket. He'll score again. Peyton Holkalter with 3 different defenders around him. That's 6'2", playing in the post for Jamestown. Really nice take to the basket for Holkalter. Lead back to 9 at 13-4 in favor of the Blue Jays. Top of the key for the Midgets. It's Drew Beal looking back towards the near side. Hard take into the basket, that time by Hauk. He'll send it out to Anase, back to Hauk on the right baseline. Tried to kick it out and hit the back of the backboard with it. That'll be out of bounds on an awkward pass coming from the Midgets. And Jamestown will get the basketball back with a chance to open up a double-figure lead. It's 13-4 in favor of Jamestown, and the Blue Jays inbound the basketball to Noah Meisner, who will bring his team in the front court. A bucket here for Jamestown, and they take that double-figure edge we were talking about. And all of this without Dalton Lamp, the leading scorer, having scored as of yet. Ball into the right corner, Trap thrown to the right corner. It comes back out to the near side. Meisner, mid-range jumper off the dribble, ends up missing it, and the rebound to Dvorak for the Midgets. 13-4 your score. The Midgets back into the front court, carrying the basketball. Look towards the near side. Glasser, a step back, long-range 3 by Glasser's off the front of the rim. Rebound scrambles around along the foul line and finally pulled down. A little bit of a carom that time by Holkalter. A drive inside, kick out. Holkalter this time wants a 3, and he hits it. 7 points for Peyton Holkalter early. 2 big baskets inside. Then he steps out and hits the 3, and the Blue Jays extend their lead to 16-4 with 13:25 to play here in the opening half. Dvorak giving away left side to Glasser. Now back to Dvorak. A step up on the top of the key. Draws the defense from Larson. The spin, the fall away. Shot was contested. It's no good. Long rebound pulled down by Caden Cox for Jamestown, and the Blue Jays can put up a big number here. They hit a 3-point shot this time down the road. They're going to have an early 15-point lead. Drive, kick down, Holkalter drawing the double team, muscles his way back and scores off the glass again. Holkalter with 9. The lead is 18-4, and a timeout taken by Dickinson with 12:52 left, and the Blue Jay crowd loves it. Huge start for Jamestown with a 14-point lead. Timeout taken by Dickinson. We're back with more in a couple of moments. This is Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Well, it had all the looks of a full timeout. May have been a 30 there for Dickinson, but nonetheless, the Midgets had a lot to talk about. Peyton Holkalter with 9 of 18 points for the Blue Jays early. Holkalter with 3 post-up baskets and a 3-point shot. And Dickinson's going to have to rework the way they defend this Blue Jay basketball team. 18-4. Midgets trail the Blue Jays by that 14-point margin. Dvorak cutting to the glass. Finger roll layup that won't fall. Putback goes in. Another offensive rebound surrendered by the Blue Jays, and Drew Beal ends up finishing to cut the lead to 12. The only negative for the Jamestown so far, for the Blue Jays so far in this matchup, has been the fact that they've given up a handful of offensive rebounds, something that you just don't want to do. Holkalter kicking out to the top of the key, off the dribble jumper by Lamp that won't fall. Dalton Lamp trying to get his scoring day going. He cannot. Drew Beal comes down with a rebound, and the Midgets are back into the front court with Dvorak giving off to the top for Beal. Glasser driving left, got a screen, got underneath, reverse layup, count it, one. Holkalter on his back hip, apparently going to be guilty of the foul. And a good take to the basket by Damon Glasser will get him his first field goal today. It'll cut the Blue Jay lead to 10 at 18-8. And Peyton Holkalter will pick up his first personal. That'll be the second team foul against Jamestown. Glasser's foul shot will not go, and Holkalter comes down with the rebound for the Blue Jays. 18-8, Jamestown leads by 10. Holkalter takes a handoff from Noah Meisner, kicks out towards the right side. Head fake by Dalton Lamp out of the corner. New man out there for Jamestown, Mason Lunsman, a 5'10 senior guard. He's got it on the top of the key. Looking at Holkalter down to the corner. Caden Cox with a rare touch today. A drive-in, Lamp off the Euro step trying to bank one home and missed it. Rebound strong and comes out with Drew Beal for Dickinson. Dvorak trying to run the floor. Turn, fall away jump shot from 6. It won't fall. Caden Cox the board. He had it stripped away, and there will be a foul coming up against the Midgets pressuring the basketball. Maybe Dvorak that picks it up. It will be Alex Dvorak will have his first personal foul, the first foul of the day against the Midgets. Quick return here for Ryan Larson, who was momentarily out for Jamestown. He will come back into the matchup, and the Blue Jays have the basketball in a 10-point lead with 11:25 to play in the opening half of play. Blue Jays a little sneaky dribble coming up the floor from Thomas Newman, a 6'2 sophomore who comes in for the first time. A hard take to the basket by Meisner, and we'll see a whistle out in the perimeter. Now we'll shut down play with 11:19 to go, and now we'll see a change as Dante Oyugi, a 6-foot junior, will come in for Dickinson. We'll see a foul against Dickinson's Owen Bittner, I believe, was on the floor momentarily. It was Bittner that picks it up, his first, so Bittner out of the change, a 6-foot junior. And now Oyugi was set to come into the game, and I believe he did. He comes in for Tyrese Anase, and the Blue Jays go to work with the basketball. Down to 11:10 to play here in this opening half. Blue Jays with it on the top of the key. Ball taken by Noah Meisner. He kicks out right side. 3-point shot up and off. That time from Mason Lunsman. And the rebound comes down with Oyugi for the Midgets. Midgets into the front court. Glasser making a baseline move. Baseline was cut off. Back to Oyugi on top. Driving left to stop. Kicks back. Glasser left corner 3. Nibbles off the front of the rim. And a rebound foul coming up. Good position inside for Peyton Holkalter. And I think they're going to get Drew Beal on his back. Beal will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the second team foul against Dickinson. And pressure from Dickinson now in the back court as Holkalter looking for a place to inbound the basketball. He was able to find it to Noah Meisner. Holkalter will get it back, and the Blue Jays are into the front court. There's pressure, but it was token pressure to keep the Blue Jay honest. There was really no trap in that situation. Meisner, right side, Holkalter, catch and shoot 3 deep, and he hits it. Peyton Holkalter with 12 points early. The lead out to 13 at 21-8 in favor of Jamestown, and that's the second time Holkalter has gone from beyond. Beal backing his way in on Holkalter. Another foul coming up against Peyton Holkalter. They've got to try to find a way to get Holkalter defended or out of the game, and they're going to do the latter as Holkalter will pick up his second personal foul. So we'll see Peyton Holkalter with his second. Drew Beal going to the foul line, but that's going to force a 12-point producer for Jamestown to take a seat for a while and maybe for the remainder of the half, depending upon how the half goes. So Holkalter out. We'll also see Meisner out. Jamestown will send in Jackson Rose, a 6'4 junior, for his first minutes. Second foul shot coming up for Drew Beal. The first was no good. The second one is. Drew Beal will cut the lead to 12 at 21-9 with the clock down to 10:20 and counting here in the opening half. Dalton Lamp brings the ball into the front court for Jamestown. Ryan Larson running some motion. Hands it off top of the key to Thomas Newman. Back off towards the near side of the floor. Head fake and look by Mason Lunsman. Stepping back to the top of the key. Sends it back to the corner for Larson. Shot clock approaching 10 seconds. Larson tries to back his way in and lost the basketball. It's picked up by Alex Dvorak for Dickinson. So the Blue Jays turn it over. First possession with Holkalter off the floor, and they looked a little unorganized. A kick out. Dvorak sending right side, and Tyrese Anase will step in and knock down a three-point shot for the Midgets. Cuts the Blue Jay lead. I knew I'd do it once, to 9 at 21-12. It's Jamestown on top by 9. They've led by as many as 14. Larson to Dalton Lamp, who's still looking for his first scoring. Kick out right side. Newman cuts in, works back to Mason Lunsman, back to Newman on the left wing. They send the Blue Jays down low with Larson. Now Newman just going hard to the basket. He'll pick up a foul, maybe against Oyugi. We'll see. Foul will go against Dante Oyugi. It'll be his first personal foul, the fourth against Dickinson. And Jamestown is going to get some foul shots as Thomas Newman will take them, trying to rebuild part of that one-time 14-point lead. Newman's a lefty and knocks down the front end. 22-12, Jamestown will take a 10-point lead. There was a horn, and we'll see the second of, I believe that Dickinson has returned Owen Bittner to the lineup. They have. The second foul shot will not fall, and Bittner comes down with the rebound for Dickinson. That was the reason for the horn, and the Midgets are into the front court. They trail by 10 to the Blue Jays by a score of 22-12. Bittner driving left hard, jump stop, stumbled, kicks it out. Oyugi head fake, carries one in from 6 feet, a one-handed jump shot that kisses off the high glass and scores. Boy, that's not how they draw it up. Oyugi came to a jump stop with the ball underneath his right hand, and then just in one motion with one arm, flexed it up on the shot. Ryan Larson kicking out right side, Lamp for three, knocks it down. Dalton Lamp gets into the scoring streak for Jamestown. Leading scorer has his first points, and that will make it 25-14. Jamestown's lead is back to 11 after it had been cut to 8 a moment ago on Oyugi's jump shot. Dvorak driving baseline, kick to the top of the key, catch and shoot for an ace is off the front. Offensive board inside for Beal, spinning his way back to the basket. Got a shot away, and that's going to be enough to draw a foul against the Blue Jays inside on the O board. Foul against Mason Lunsman. And we've talked about it throughout the course of the opening half. One thing that Dickinson has been able to do is grab some offensive rebounds. They found just a little bit of a weakness in the way the Jays have set up. First foul shot is off for Drew Beal. They haven't exactly taken advantage, though. The Midgets are 3 of 6 now from the foul line, and you're going to have a lot of those opportunities getting fouled and going back to the basket when you pick up those offensive boards. Again, Peyton Holkalter with 12 points to start the day for the Jays, but now on the bench after his second foul. Second foul shot is good for Drew Beal, and the Blue Jays have the basketball back with a 10-point lead at 25-15 and 8:20 to play until halftime. A start to the right side for Noah Meisner. He'll send it out to the near side of the floor. Mason Lunsman trying to cut through defenders, and a whistle. That will shut things down. Foul coming up against Dante Oyugi. That's going to be his second personal foul now for Dickinson off the bench. And the Jays will make a change. Jackson Rose is going to step off the floor. Caden Cox will come back in for him. After a very brief breather, Alex Dvorak comes back on the floor for Dickinson to replace Dante Oyugi, who just picked up that second foul. 8:17 to play. Inbounds pass high to Ryan Larson on the top of the key. Defender actually going up to get it by facing up the basket while jumping away from the basketball. Lamp to Meisner. Back to Lamp on the near side. Driving baseline. Pulls up off the dribble. 12-footer no good. An offensive rebound on the weak side for Caden Cox. The Jays go back to work with the basketball. Lunsman back to the near side. A drive in. Lamp from 6 feet misses. I believe midget crowd wanted an offensive foul on that jump stop from Dalton Lamp. Didn't get it, but right now you do see a rather active Dan Glasser, the head coach of the Midgets, asking for where that whistle was. But with a rebound trickling out of bounds, Dickinson will get the basketball back. Dvorak coming from right to left, hard taking the lane, spin move to his right hand, shot block. Loose basketball to Beal, however. Beal goes to the glass and scores. Great defensive look inside by Caden Cox that blocked that shot from Dvorak, but Drew Beal was there to clean it up and put it back, and Dickinson again is within 8 at 25-17. Ryan Larson working left, kicking out left corner. Three-point shot on the way. Rattles in and out, no good. An offensive board. Larson puts it back after cleaning Mason Lunsman's miss. Ryan Larson will score his 5th, and the Jays are back up 10 at 27-17. Top of the key, Beal for the Midgets. Looking back to Therese Anase. Anase stepping right side. Goes back out to the top for Owen Bittner. Now Dvorak driving his way in. Had to get rid of the basketball. I don't think he did. They're going to call a jump ball. And that may have actually bailed Dvorak out a little bit. He kind of jumped up and down, and as he was coming down, he realized the ball was still in his hands. So he threw it up with both hands right behind his head. From his chest, just kind of scooping it back. And I think he knew he was going to turn it over. In the long run, they'll call jump ball. The Blue Jays must have had a hand on it. So Tyrese Anase will take the inbounds pass from Dvorak to continue the possession with less than 10 to shoot. Dvorak making a couple of jab steps against Dalton Lamp. A stop. Look to pull up. Instead kicks it out to Glasser in the left corner. They'll violate the shot clock, and the ball is headed back to Jamestown on a turnover by the Midgets. 27-17. In favor of Jamestown, a 12-point start to the day for Peyton Holkalter. He picked up his second foul and has been bench-ridden for a while. Caden Cox driving in. He pulls up on a second look towards the basket. Misses, and Tyrese Anase has the rebound for the Midgets. Midgets back into the front court. Beal stepping up on the top of the key. Hands it back to Sebastian Hauk back in the game for Dickinson. Hauk running the wheel towards the right side. Finds Tyrese Anase, who will drive it up on the near side against Mason Lunsman. A stop. Hands to Beal. Shot clock approaching 10. Beal a stop and a look. Bounce pass to Hauk, right corner. Pocket picked. Loose basketball, Lunsman. 3-on-2 break for Jamestown. Lunsman slows things down, doesn't have the angle. Finds Dalton Lamp trailing, and we'll see a foul coming up on the body. Looks like Tyrese Anase is going to be called for running into Dalton Lamp. Tyrese Anase will pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the 6th against Dickinson. And so the Blue Jays will inbound the basketball with 6:11 left in the opening half. Still leading by a score of 27-17. Lamp, catch and shoot three, comes up short. And the rebound on the weak side for Glasser for the Midgets. And a quick pass of the floor to Dvorak. Back to Beal, trailing, spins, fires, and scores. Drew Beal following the play, getting up the floor and scoring. And Dickinson will cut the lead to 27-19 as Drew Beal begins to find his way in the post with 8 for Dickinson. We have a timeout with 5:58 to play of the opening half. It's Jamestown 27, Dickinson 19. We're back with more Blue Jay basketball next on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
In preparation for an upcoming retirement, RM Stout is excited to announce an open opportunity as service advisor. If you're guilty of providing excellent customer service and toting a positive attitude, if you like to wrangle up handshakes and rope in smiles, if you're a self-motivated sharpshooter and enjoy working in a pen of rowdy wrenchers, please turn yourself into RM Stout. Excellent pay, great benefits, and a team of professionals to succeed with. Pursue your automotive passion today. Apply online through Facebook or stoutcars.com. Call 701-252-2270 or simply stop by. Claim your career today at RM Stout.
Timeout taken with 5:58 to play until halftime. Welcome back to Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com. A quick start for the Blue Jays today. Peyton Holkalter with 12 points in the very early going, a couple of threes, nice post-up moves. Then he picked up his second foul, had to come out of the game, and with him on the bench, Dickinson's been trying to pick their way back into this after falling behind early by a score of 18-4. The Midgets are back within 8 at this point at 27-19, following a bucket for Drew Beal of the Midgets, who's finding his way inside now with 8 points to lead the way for Dickinson. The Achilles heel so far today for Jamestown has been Midget offensive rebounds. They've had the opportunity to really track some of those down throughout the course of the day, and the Blue Jays will have to talk that over as Dalton Lamp brings his team back into the front court. Again, no Peyton Holkalter, likely going to be withdrawn until the second half, you would think. Lunsman, top of the key to Caden Cox for the Blue Jays, off towards the right side for Noah Meisner. Back to Dalton Lamp, deep three. Lamp takes it, rolls off the front of the rim. The rebound to Beal underneath for the Blue Jays, actually for the Midgets, and the Midgets are back into the front court. Alex Dvorak, 23 points per game performer. He has not yet scored today for Dickinson, so both teams have had a defensive plan. Dvorak to the glass, misses there as well. Beal trying to clean up the rebound. It was stripped out of his hands and goes back to Jamestown as it ends up out of bounds. So each team has had a plan against the other. You could see Dickinson really trying to isolate against Dalton Lamp, the Blue Jays' leading scorer. Alex Dvorak has been cut off by the Jamestown defense, and it's all about the adjustments so far. The adjustments have been Holkalter and also Beal for Jamestown, actually for Dickinson. We're going to see a jump ball here as the ball is brought into the lane by Noah Meisner. He ends up finishing a jump shot, but the jump ball is ruled first, and so shot will not count. Sebastian Hauk will come out. Dante Oyugi returns for Dickinson. And the Blue Jays will inbound across the baseline. Meisner coming into the near side, finding Dalton Lamp. Lamp ball fakes towards the top of the key. Got rid of it, looks right side. Caden Cox out to the right side. Meisner for three, that's in and out. Shooting has gotten cold here for the Blue Jays. Loose basketball to Tyrese Anase. He goes coast to coast, had a shot blocked. Got his own miss against three different Blue Jays. Had it tied up by Larson momentarily. That's going to force the jump ball. Arrow's going to favor the Blue Jays in this situation with 4:51 to play in the opening half. The Jays set to send in Thomas Newman. They will also return Jackson Rose to the lineup. Ryan Larson out, and Noah Meisner, correction. Mason Lunsman will step off the floor for the Jays. And we'll see an inbounds pass. It looked like for Dickinson, and then the Jamestown crowd came to life, and we'll see what the call is going to be as far as the possession arrow. They've got Dickinson with the possession arrow in their favor right now. Kirk Olson, our lead official, coming over to the table to check things over. And it looks as though everything will remain the same. It's going to be, nope, it is going to be, yeah, it will be midget basketball. So the midgets will inbound the basketball. Dvorak ball fakes into the post, counts on against him. He didn't get it done in time. It's going back Jamestown anyway. 5-second call. Cal was on against him, and he was taking his time, and he was just unable to find anybody to send the basketball to. And so the Blue Jays will inbound the basketball after forcing the turnover on the 5-second violation. Dalton Lamp in the backcourt for Jamestown, stepping up, working back right side. A screen was jumped by Drew Beal. Lamp was able to run away from Beal, turns it back towards the near edge for Thomas Newman. Meisner back into the right corner. Down low, Caden Cox will score in the post. First 2 points today for Caden Cox as, again, the Blue Jays go to their post, and it's been very productive today. The lead back to 10 at 29-19. Tyrese Anase reversing right side. Damon Glaser, hard take into the lane. Follow-away jumper from 8 feet that won't go. Another O-board. Drew Beal head fake, drew a defender. Kicks out Anase, left corner three. He hits it. Second three-point shot for Tyrese Anase that finds its way today. The one-time 14-point lead has been halved. It's now 29-22. Dickinson back within 7. Lamp off to the right side for Caden Cox, looking at Meisner in the right corner. Off a screen, Thomas Newman catch and shoot three. That's off the glass. Rebound comes out to Anase. He's 2-on-2 up the floor with Alex Dvorak. Kicks to Dvorak, standing three. Dvorak hits it, and the lead is cut to 4, and that's going to force a timeout from Jamestown. So the Blue Jays have to stop things up as Dickinson finds a quick roll and cuts a one-time 14-point lead to 4. 29-25, Jamestown with a 4-point lead over Dickinson. We have a timeout with 3:45 remaining until halftime. This is Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun and Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Timeout taken by Jamestown after a quick run by the Midgets that has cut a 14-point lead to 4. It's 29-25, Jamestown by 4. Final 3.5 minutes of the opening half begin to unwind here at Jerry Meyer Arena in Jamestown at Jamestown High School. Meisner taking a look towards the right corner, in some trouble. Reverses back out to Dalton Lamp. Hard take down the lane. Tough shot off the high glass that's going to be enough to net a foul against Dickinson, as Dalton Lamp was just trying to create, ran hard down the lane, and will pick up a call against Tyrese Anase, maybe, or Drew Beal. It's going to be Tyrese Anase that will pick up his second personal foul. The penalty now against Dickinson, but we'll see 2 foul shots here for Dalton Lamp. He was in the act. First foul shot is on the way and good. Dalton Lamp has 4. And the lead grows back to 30-25 in favor of the Blue Jays. Lamp back of the line for number 2. Quickly lets it go. Quickly knocks it in. 31-25. Jamestown now with a 6-point lead back in their hands. Top of the key, Dvorak moving left. Sends it back to Tyrese and Ace. Now Glasher on the right side. Hard take in the lane. Whistle. And a bump somewhere. Going to see a foul called against Caden Cox of Jamestown. So Cox will pick up his first. That'll be the 5th team foul against Jamestown. Still one more for the Blue Jays to give before the penalty. Dvorak taking a look, sends it into Beal, gets it back in the right corner and immediately closed upon. Out on the wing that time by Noah Meisner. A turn back to Beal, 3-point shot. Beal hits it, starting to extend his range now, and Beal's had one heck of a day. Beal now with his 4th field goal. That will give him 11 points on the afternoon, and the Midgets are back within 3 at 31-28. And a travel? Nope, they're going to let it go. The Dickinson crowd wanted to walk and probably had an argument in that play. Lamp from 14 feet is fouled on a mid-range jump shot, and will go to the foul line. Head coach Dan Glazer's off the bench, and he's arguing with Matt Nielsen, one of our officials tonight. And that pivot foot for Noah Meisner, did it drag? They say he stuck it. It was really close. First foul shot for Dalton Lamp will find its way through. He's got 6. Lead back to 4 at 32-28. 2:45 to play in the second half. Peyton Holkalter does have an opportunity to come back out on the floor. He was called for a couple of very, very light fouls, so he'll have to be extremely careful as he comes back into the game. Second for Dalton Lamp is good, and the lead grows to 33-28 in favor of Jamestown once again. Back to a 5-point edge. It was at one time 18. And was cut to 3 before those foul shots. Alex Dvorak on top, looking left side. Damon Glaser a stop, reverses to Tyrese and Ace out in the circle. Right side, Drew Beal. Beal taking a look, walking back top of the key, kicks to an Ace, left corner catch and shoot 3. Tyrese and Ace has hit his 3rd 3-point shot this afternoon, and it's a 2-point game. 33-31, Jamestown's one-time 14-point lead down to 2. And the Blue Jays in the front court, will see how they respond with Peyton Holkalter back on the floor. It'll be Dalton Lamp, mid-range jump shot, rattles in and out and comes back in. Dalton Lamp stepping in to his 2nd field goal today. That will give him 9 on the afternoon, and the Jays are back up 4 at 35-31. Final 2 minutes of the opening half. Drive to the near side for Dvorak, going behind the back with a dribble. He draws Lamp as a defender. Nearly identical hairstyles between those two guys, kind of tight-shaved around the scalp, and then Furry on top. Here's a 3 for Alex Dvorak that goes through, and there's a whistle as well. The basket will count. It'll cut the lead to 1 at 35-34 with 1:40 to go. But apparently a foul has been called against Drew Beal for Dickinson. And so the foul against Beal will be his 2nd. Jamestown set to get the basketball. Beal will step off the floor. And Dickinson will send in Isaac Schulte, a 6'3 sophomore, but there seems to be some indecision about what to do. I'm not sure, was a technical foul called or was it just a foul against Drew Beal? If it's an offensive foul, it doesn't lead to foul shots, and I believe that's what our officials are discussing right now out in the middle of the floor, is whether or not Jamestown gets foul shots or the basketball, and they're going to say that Jamestown is going to shoot the 1-for-1 penalty. So maybe not a player control foul, I'm not sure. The ball was gone at the time of the foul, so maybe that turns the Midgets into rebounders rather than offensive players at that point, and that might have been the conversation as to whether or not there was going to be a chance for Jamestown to shoot the penalty on the back end of that, and that must have been what the conversation was about. So Dalton Lamp will go to the foul line. He's going to shoot the penalty for Jamestown. The first is good, and Dalton Lamp is 5 of 5 from the foul line, pushing the lead to 2 again for Jamestown at 36-34. But the Blue Jays leading at one point by 14. Lead was cut to 1 just a moment ago on that three-point shot by an ace, and the second foul shot will not fall, so the lead is 1 as the Midgets come into the front court with a basketball. Dvorak off the dribble from the right elbow, trying to tie it. Missed it. Rebound battle inside. It's pulled out on the near side after Sebastian Howe got his hands on it. Comes down to the corner for Bittner, and Bittner turns it back to Glazier on top. Jump stop for Glazier, trying to kick to Bittner, right through the hands of Bittner and out of bounds. Jamestown will get it back. Both teams on pace for a 40-point first half, and Jamestown right now 36-34, maybe a little bit off that pace, but nonetheless, we thought this would be a little bit more of a run-and-gun offensive affair, and that's definitely what it's been as we approach the final minute of the opening half. Larson taking a look inside, now bouncing one to Peyton Holkalter on the top of the key. The midget crowd is what you hear below us coming to life for defense. Holkalter driving in, hit by a triple team, sends it out to Lamp, a three, rims in and out. Rebound knocked loose by Holkalter, and he's going to be called for a foul. That's going to be his third. That's exactly what Peyton Holkalter couldn't do, and he just did it. Peyton Holkalter with his third personal foul. He'll come to the bench, and as he comes to the bench, he tells his coaching staff, I don't know what I did, but Holkalter clearly threw a hand and a hip, and you're going to get targeted on that one quite a bit, and that's one that's going to be called more often than not. So a tough play there for Peyton Holkalter. The lead is 2. Jamestown leading 36-34, and a chance for the Midgets to tie or take the lead just before halftime. Bittner stepping his way in. Back out to Damon Glazier on the top of the key. The new man in the game is Isaac Schulte. He steps out looking to hand it back to Alex Dvorak. Dvorak driving right, hard take to the basket. He'll tie it off the glass. Alex Dvorak with 8, slicing his way down the lane on the near side. We're tied at 36, the one-time 14-point lead gone. Blue Jays into the front court with the shot clock turned off and 15 seconds to play. Ryan Larson gets to the basket and scores. Hard take to the basket for Larson. He's got 7. Just a dribble drive to the hole. Final 5 seconds of play here in this opening half. Dvorak calling for isolation. Looking down low, they found a man, and the shot was blocked as Bittner made a drop step to the basket. Big defensive play at the end of the opening half that will keep the lead in the hands of Jamestown as we go to the locker rooms. We had a lot of things go on in that opening half. Lots of adjustments, some big-time individual plays, and it's a 2-point game as we go to the intermission. Your score from Jerry Meyer Arena here at Jamestown High School is the Blue Jays 38 and the Dickinson Midgets 36. We'll come back with your halftime numbers in a couple of moments, so do stay with us. This is Blue Jay Basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. A building, a storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit HillerudConstruction.com.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. A building, a storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit hillerudconstruction.com.
Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena here at Jamestown High School. We're in the second half of our doubleheader today, and we've made it to halftime of our boys matchup. And just like our girls matchup, we've got a good one going on now. In the girls matchup, nobody led by more than 7. And throughout most of the game, it was a 2-possession game. Here tonight, Jamestown stormed out to an early 18-4 lead, but that lead was trimmed to 1 before the break. Currently, Jamestown leads by 2, and so 2 very good games between Jamestown and Dickinson here today, and it's been a treat to be here and bring them to you on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com. Ryan Cunningham with you here this afternoon as they play, Take Me Home Country Road? They aren't getting anybody to sing along right now, though, for whatever reason. It doesn't seem to be quite the hit that it is in some other arenas out there. Again, Jamestown leading by 2 here at the break by a score of 38-36. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Blue Jay basketball on 107.1 Jamestown.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Ryan Cunningham with you here today. Let's review how this one came. A very early start for Peyton Holkalter. He had 8 points early, a couple of big post-up baskets, and then stepped out and hit a 3. And that surge by Peyton Holkalter allowed the Jays to run out to an early 18-4 lead that Dickinson spent the entire first half chasing, but they were able to cut it down to 36-35 as they took advantage of some offensive rebounding and then took advantage of Drew Beal. Both teams' leading scorers were defended rather well early. It took a while for Dalton Lamp to find his way to the scoreboard. Alex Dvorak didn't score until very late in the opening half. Those are the 2 leading scorers on each club, but Drew Beal sort of steadied the ship, and then Tyrese and Ace hit 3 3-point shots in that opening half for Dickinson that were all very timely, that kept chiseling in to that Blue Jay lead. In the long run, Noah Meisner steps back and hits a 3. Dalton Lamp, Ryan Larson with them as well, and then Dalton Lamp got some work done from the foul line. He went 5 of 6 from the foul line in the opening half, and the Jamestown Blue Jays needed every bit of it as they're currently with a 2-point lead of 38-36. Individual numbers here at halftime. Drew Beal leads the way for Dickinson with 11 points. Tyrese and Ace has 9 of those 3 threes, and Alex Dvorak finishes with a blue-collar 8, 2 threes and a 2, and most of that came probably in the final 6 minutes or so of the opening half. Damon Glaser with 4 and 2 apiece for Sebastian Hauk and Dante Oyugi off the bench for Jamestown. 2 in double figures already. Peyton Holkalter with 12 and played very limited minutes in the opening half. He picked up his second foul early, got back into the game late in the half, and picked up a third in the final 2 minutes. So he'll have to play carefully going into the second half. But 5 field goals, a couple of big post-up buckets inside, a couple of threes. He's got 12. 10 for Dalton Lamp, a 3 and a 2, and 5 of 6 from the foul line. Ryan Larson with 7, Noah Meisner with 6, Caden Cox with 2, and a single for Tom Newman. And at the break, your score is 38-36 in favor of the Jamestown Blue Jays over the Dickinson Midgets. Want to acknowledge our sponsors that bring you our video streaming on NewsDakota.com. They include Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Gun and Reel Sports of Jamestown, and Johnny B's Brick House, taking you the video production of this one here tonight at Blue Jay Arena, or I should say rather at Jerry Meyer Arena here at Jamestown High School. We'll come back and get our second half of basketball underway in a couple of moments, so do stay with us. At the break, 38-36, 2-point lead in favor of the Blue Jays over the Midgets. This is Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun and Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
In preparation for an upcoming retirement, RM Stout is excited to announce an open opportunity as service advisor. If you're guilty of providing excellent customer service and toting a positive attitude, if you like to wrangle up handshakes and rope in smiles, if you're a self-motivated sharpshooter and enjoy working in a pen of rowdy wrenchers, please turn yourself into RM Stout. Excellent pay, great benefits, and a team of professionals to succeed with. Pursue your automotive passion today. Apply online through Facebook or stoutcars.com. Call 701-252-2270 or simply stop by. Claim your career today at RM Stout.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena. Blue Jays at home with a 38-36 lead over Dickinson at halftime of our boys doubleheader. Earlier today, the girls with a 61-59 win over Dickinson. Ella Falk hits a fall-away jump shot with 16.9 seconds left. And the Jays win a loose basketball battle with 3.1 seconds left to hold on for the victory. 61-59. Jays move into 5th place in the WDA standings. Games coming up for the Jamestown Blue Jays coming up this week. Jamestown will be at Mandan coming up on Tuesday. Tall task coming up at Mandan. What else can we tell you as far as the week goes? Jamestown will then play again on Saturday. They'll be back here to take on Watford City. That has all the look of a doubleheader as that game is scheduled for 5:30. That's the boys' schedule. I'm going to verify, those of you that are Jamestown fans, you know how the season typically works for you anyway, so I get it, but I just want to make sure that I have the schedule right all the way around for both, because why say things that you don't know when you can verify and say things that you do know, right? On the 10th, let's see what we got here. Jamestown's at Mandan, girls doubleheader, girls and boys. So the girls at Mandan, 5:45, boys at 7:30 on Tuesday. And then on Saturday, Watford City is here 3:30 and 5:30 for the doubleheader. So that'll get you back into things there. We get ready to start the second half of basketball. Jamestown has the basketball to get started. And Jamestown currently leading by a score of 38-36 as we move in to the second half of basketball. 2-point lead that they once had a 14-point edge in. Peyton Holkalter, baseline move, ball fake on the baseline, turns it back top of the key. Ryan Larson for three, hits it, and the Jays get a nice start. Ryan Larson stepping into a three. That will give him 10 points on the day. 41-36, the Jays by 5. Dvorak hard taking the lane with a teardrop that won't fall, and Larson comes down with a rebound. Ryan Larson hitting his second three today. 4 different Blue Jays have hit from beyond. Holkalter, left corner three. That rattles in and out. He tried to sell a bit of contact on the end of that from Damon Glaser. Didn't get the whistle. Sebastian Haug brings the ball back into the front court for the Midgets. He'll run right. Tyrese and Ace taking the basketball, moving from right to left. Damon Glaser hard take to the basket. He'll score. Damon Glaser going down the baseline, scoring off the glass for his first 2 of the second half. He's got 6 now in the game, and it's 41-38. The Jays' lead is currently 3. Left corner, Noah Meisner out to Ryan Larson on top. Larson back to Meisner, left corner. He'll load up for 3. That one's off the heel of the rim. Larson trying to run down an offensive board. He does. Sticks it back out to the perimeter. Meisner looking, goes court wide. Peyton Holkalter between the legs dribble. Back to Meisner, left side, just tucks the ball underneath his arm and takes a wild run to the basket. And we'll see a whistle coming up on the perimeter. They're going to get Damon Glaser here. Yep, Damon Glaser will pick up his first personal foul. Clock will stop with 16:36 to play in the second half. We're back underway with the ball coming out to Caden Cox for Jamestown. Cox stepping away from an ace defensively, sends the ball back to Dalton Lamp. He'll work left side, kick left corner. Holkalter curls into the lane, works back top of the key. Meisner for three, well short. Rebound springs out to the perimeter. An ace had it, and we'll see a whistle and a jump ball. It's going to be forced by the Blue Jays. Arrow will favor Dickinson, so they'll keep possession of the basketball. Inbounds pass will come in from an ace on the far side. He finds Sebastian Hauk. And the Midgets will dribble it into the front court, down by 3. Dvorak driving right. Behind the back dribble, hard take to the basket. Missed a high bank shot. He's having a tough night finishing. Holkalter comes down with the rebound for Jamestown and plays it back to Noah Meisner. 2 minutes in to the second half. Jamestown leading 41-38. Ryan Larson, head fake on the up and under. He drew Beal and used him. 12 points for Ryan Larson as Larson scores to make it a 43-38 matchup in favor of the Blue Jays. Ball left side, Damon Glaser curling into the lane, and a whistle and a foul coming up. As Glaser tried to attack the basket. Foul will go against Jamestown. I believe it's going to go against Ryan Larson. We'll see. Yep, they will put it up against Ryan Larson, his second personal foul. The Jays will send Mason Lunsman into the game for his first minutes of the second half. He comes in early. Drew Beal will take the inbounds pass, tries to curl in against Larson out top. Tyrese an ace for 3, off the heel of the rim. Sky high rebound coming down for Dalton Lamp, and Lamp is going to be fouled on the play by Alex Dvorak, apparently. Dvorak picks up the foul. That will be his second personal foul of the game, and Jamestown will inbound the basketball. Inbounds pass to come in from Ryan Larson. He sends it into the near side. Noah Meisner with it. Meisner walking his way up the near side of the floor, comes across, looks off towards the left side, and was able to find Dalton Lamp back top of the key. A sneak to the near side by Caden Cox, kicks it out. Meisner for 3, connects. Third three-point shot tonight for Noah Meisner to find its way. And the lead is up to 46-38 in favor of Jamestown. And now we'll see a whistle. And somebody went out of bounds or something on the near side of the floor. Not sure where the call is here. I'm not sure if Jamestown touched it while they were on the sideline or something along those lines. But Alex Dvorak will inbound the basketball. He'll let it go into the backcourt. Tyrese and Ace will run it down to pick it up. And the Midgets down by 8 will work their way back into the front court. Right side, Dvorak stepping his way to the baseline. Curls it back to Drew Beal. He'll load up for 3, and it's good. Drew Beal stepping back, hitting his 14th point to the game. And Dickinson continues to answer. Down 5 at 46-41. A kick out by Dalton Lamp. 3 on the way by Lunsman that rims in and out. Offensive board. Larson step back, can't finish. A foul coming up as he put it back up. And we'll see if Dickinson's going to send Larson to the foul line. It looks as though they will. The foul is going to go against Tyrese and Ace, his third personal foul. So Ryan Larson with that offensive rebound is going to have a chance to go to the foul line. And Larson has become very active here in this second half. He finished with 7, but he's been a dominant force in these first 3 minutes and change to start the second half. He's at the line for his first, and it's good. He's got 13 points for the Jays to make it 47-41 Jamestown. Dante Oyugi steps back into the matchup for Dickinson. Second foul shot, trying to turn this back into a 3-possession lead for Jamestown. It's on the way. That one nibbles in as well. So Ryan Larson now with 14 points for Jamestown. It's 48-41. The Blue Jays back up by 7 early in the second half. Couple of crossovers. Dvorak stepping right elbow. Stops the lane, pulls up from 13 feet, left it short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Jamestown. So the Jays will have an opportunity to get it back. And a big chance here for Jamestown. A 3-point opportunity here pushes this back to a double-figure lead after Dickinson did all that work to cut a 14-point edge down to a one-time 1 in the second half. Jamestown has a chance to put a big number back on the board here. Top of the key, Dalton Lamp. Near side, Caden Cox into the block. He'll turn it back to the wing. A look towards the basket by Mason Lunsman. He'll stop, tries to reverse, and it's taken away. Damon Glaser stole it. One-on-one at the floor with Lamp, then lost the basketball behind him. Larson reached for it, couldn't find it. Glaser picks it up, and the Dickinson Midgets go back to work with the basketball. Beal handing off to the right side for Oyugi. Back to Beal. Right wing 3, well short, and the rebound comes down with Dalton Lamp for Jamestown. It did not draw iron. 4 minutes into the second half. Jamestown leading by 7. Ryan Larson, hard take, tried to go lefty bank shot on his way in, switched to his right hand, tried to carry it in that way, and will pick up a foul against the Midgets, and I believe it's going against Dante Oyugi. It will be Dante Oyugi that picks up his 3rd personal foul. They actually have him for 4, my mistake. First foul shot for Ryan Larson is good. It's been Ryan Larson's half for the Blue Jays. He's got 8 of his 15 here in the second half. 49-41, lead back to 8 for Jamestown with 13:57 to play in the second half. We'll see the return of Noah Meisner onto the floor for Jamestown. Larson rolls in another foul shot, make it 50-41 Jays, and Larson now with 16 points in this second half of basketball. I should say 16 total as he moves deeper into the second half of play. A drive by Dvorak, turn out to Sebastian Hauk, back to Dvorak on the far side of the floor. Dvorak looking for an opportunity, drives his way towards the near side, stops top of the key, right elbow looking, Damon Glaser curling to the right, hard take to the basket, goes in strong for the bucket. He's got 8. Good take to the basket by that time by Damon Glaser, and really good work on the offense for Dvorak. He knew the play he wanted to run. He had to handle the basketball against a lot of opportunistic Jamestown hands and somehow survived it. Dalton Lamp has one poked away. Larson runs it down to the top of the key. He'll drive his way to the baseline. Double pivot move. He got Glaser coming out after him. Tried the fall away and missed it, and the rebound to Dvorak for Dickinson. Midgets down 7 to the Blue Jays, 50-43. Dickinson to the front court. Beal stepping near side. Between the legs dribble, drive to the near side for Dvorak. He'll turn it back off to the top of the key. Glaser driving, pulls up, misses, and the rebound comes down underneath for Noah Meisner and the Blue Jays. Dalton Lamp hemmed off in the backcourt by Owen Bittner. Turns it back to the right corner. Ryan Larson stepping back towards the top of the key, puts his back to the basket, sends it back to Meisner on top. A look towards the left side. They found Dalton Lamp. High court-wide pass to the right corner. Mason Lensman has it, turns it back to Larson. Back left side for Lamp, shot clock under 10. Lamp off the dribble from 16 in the mid-range jumper. Missed it, and Glaser has the rebound for the Midgets. It remains a 7-point lead, 50-43 in favor of Jamestown. Top of the key, Beal looking underneath. Dvorak slicing to the basket. Missed another layup inside. You can tell he's used to finishing these shots, and the baskets have just not been kind to the 23-point-per-game scorer today. Wide open off the head fake. Meisner driving to the basket. He'll become the 3rd Blue Jay to double figures. Correction, the 4th. He's got 11 points. He'll join Ryan Larson, Peyton Hochhalter, and Dalton Lamp in double figures scoring today. And Hauk turned it back out top of the key. It rolls to Hochhalter in the Jamestown front court, so no backcourt violation. Hochhalter looks inside. Larson swings. Dalton Lamp wide open 3. Comes up off the front of the rim. No good. And the Midgets come away with a basketball. 52-43. Jamestown leading by 9. And we'll see a timeout taken by Dickinson with 11:34 to play in the second half. The Midgets want to talk it over. 9-point lead for Jamestown, 52-43 on your scoreboard. We're back with more Blue Jay basketball next on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
11:34 to play in the second half, and Jamestown leading by 9 over Dickinson. 52-43, back half of the doubleheader today. Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena at Jamestown High School. Ryan Cunningham with you here today as the Blue Jays tried to take a sweep of Dickinson this afternoon. The girls matchup going to Jamestown 61-59. And now the Blue Jays rebuilding part of a 14-point lead. It's back to 9 after it was challenged to 1 by the Midgets back late in the opening half. Tyrese Anase coming back into the game with 3 fouls. Alex Dvorak pulls the trigger for 3 and knocks one down. Dvorak's had a somewhat slow day by his standards. He scores 23.8 a game. That gives him 11. He's missed some shots around the rim today, but knocks down a long-range 3. And the lead for the Blue Jays is cut to 6 at 52-46. A step out on top. 3-point shot for Jackson Rose. That's no good. We'll see a foul coming up inside, and it looks to be going against Jamestown. Foul will go against Jamestown's Mason Lunsman, I believe. And Lensman will pick up his second personal foul of the day. Some pressure into the backcourt. Caden Cox. Okay, well, they were making a different announcement. We were looking for the foul here. Dvorak kicking out to the top of the key, sending his money back to Owen Bittner. Bittner will take it on the left wing, works back top, crossover dribble to his left hand, got to the basket and got fouled. He was able to beat the defensive posture out there from a couple of different Blue Jays. Jackson Rose was there, as was Peyton Hochhalter. Jackson Rose will take his first personal foul on the end of that. And this will put Owen Bittner on the foul line for Dickinson, trying to cut in to the Blue Jays' 6-point lead with 10:44 to play in the second half. 6-point game right now, still a 2-possession game, trying to narrow it further. First foul shot is good for Owen Bittner. Bittner knocks down the front end. Little spotty in that opening half from the foul line for Dickinson. First of all, they only got there 7 times. They were 3 of 7 from the foul line the first half, now 4 of 8 for the game, and 5 of 9 after the second one for Owen Bittner, and that will cut the lead to 52-48 in favor of Jamestown. 10:40 to play in the second half. Peyton Hochhalter flexing the ball to Caden Cox on the right side of the floor. Cox sets down a dribble, drives his way to the baseline, reverses back to Hochhalter on the top of the key, gives it up to Dalton Lamp, left side for Cox. Cox being defended well by Bittner, looks down low. Hochhalter spin, pulls up strong, faces up, misses. Had his own miss, lost it, but Dalton Lamp was able to pick it up, and another whistle inside. Wait and see what this is going to be about. They're going to call Tyrese an ace with his 4th personal foul, so some trouble there for Dickinson. They've had some depth today, maybe not as much as you'd like. They played about 8 players deep off their bench so far today, but an ace in foul trouble now and early in the second half, and he's been a big scorer for them. Carry-in shot, finger roll for Mason Lensman that won't fall. There's a rebound fight coming up. Ball in and out of bounds, apparently off of Dickinson, and Jamestown's going to get the basketball back. Or will they? Well, the initial indication was that it was Jamestown basketball, but it will in fact be Dickinson Midget basketball. So the Midgets will get the basketball back. And Alex Dvorak will walk it into the front court for the Midgets. Turn, follow away for Dvorak. Hook shot good. You don't want him to start finding his rhythm. He's got 13. The Midgets are back within 2 at 52-50 as the clock ticks under 10 minutes to play in the second half. Drift to the right side by Hochhalter. Stop in the corner. Reverses back top of the key, finding Dalton Lamp. Now on top, Meisner. Back to Hochhalter. 3-point shot good. First scoring since the opening half for Peyton Hochhalter, and it builds the Blue Jay lead back to 5 at 55-50. After he got into foul trouble, he had a hard time finding the scoreboard, but Peyton Hochhalter getting back into the game. Step back 3, Dvorak hits it again. Alex Dvorak will answer quickly. Off a left-hand dribble, steps back into a 3. He's got 16, 8 coming near the halfway point of the second half here in this second half of play. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Out on top, Caden Cox for the Blue Jays. Hands it off towards the left side, finding Jackson Rose to the top for Lamp. Right side, it goes in to the hands of Thomas Newman. Correction, out on top, Dalton Lamp for 3. No good. The initial play started by Mason Lensman. He looked down low, and then it worked back out to the wing where Lamp tried the 3 and came up empty. And now a chance for the Midgets to tie or take the lead. A 3 by Dvorak that got rejected. He got up looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Looks again for the whistle as he gets back defensively, but the Jays come back with it. Lamp on the top of the key to Mason Lensman. Near side, Caden Cox stepping in, working back out to Lamp, right elbow. Top of the key for Hochhalter with the shot clock half expired. Hochhalter driving in, got a step and got fouled from behind. Foul's going to go against number 33, Isaac Schulte. Schulte's first, and that will be the 6th team foul against Dickinson. So the Blue Jays will enjoy the penalty for 8 minutes and 31 seconds of the second half. And Hochhalter's at the foul line for the first time today, and it is no good off the heel and front of the rim on a double kiss. 3 changes here for Jamestown. Ryan Larson, Noah Meisner, each will return, and Thomas Newman will make his first appearance in the second half of play. Second foul shot for Hochhalter is good. Peyton Hochhalter now with 16, and the lead for the Blue Jays is 3 at 56-53. A step up A drive by Alex Dvorak into the lane. Turn, follow away, jump shot. Hit it and one. Alex Dvorak turns and tries to get his crowd into it as well as he'll complete the shot. Will pick up a foul against Dalton Lamp for his first. Dickinson cuts the lead to 56-55 and now has a chance to tie the game with 8:20 to go. Dvorak at the line looking for point number 19 tonight for Dickinson. It's on the way and it's good. And this game is all even again at 56 apiece. 56-56. Dvorak with a three-point play to give his total 19 tonight. On top, Ryan Larson for the Blue Jays. We'll see how Jamestown responds. On top, ball taken by Dalton Lamp. They'll give to Newman. Hard take to the basket. He'll pick up a foul. And Thomas Newman's on his way to the foul line. Foul's going to go against, let's wait and see. Yeah, they're going to get that to Owen Bittner. I thought they put number 23 up to the table. And number 23 is not in yet. That's Iber Imbona. He has not checked in, but instead it will be Owen Bittner that does get the foul. First foul shot for Tom Newman is no good. 1 of 3 from the foul line now for Thomas Newman today. The game remains tied, 56 each. Second foul shot for the lefty Thomas Newman is good. Newman cracks the tie back in Jamestown's favor, and now the Blue Jays want a timeout. 8:05 left of the second half. The Jays with a 1-point lead. 57-56 in favor of Jamestown over Dickinson. We have a timeout on the floor. This is Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. A building, a storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit HillerudConstruction.com.
Are you looking for a fun and new activity to try with the entire family? Check out Open Skate at the Winter Sports Building in Jamestown at the Wilson Arena. Bring your own ice skates or rent a pair from our facility. Open Skate is a fun and affordable family activity. Daily admission ranges from $3 per child to only $5 per adult. Find all the dates and times for Open Skate on the John L. Wilson Facebook page. We hope to see you there.
Timeout taken by Jamestown after a 1 of 2 effort from the foul line for Tom Newman gives the Blue Jays a 57-56 lead over Dickinson. Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena, Jamestown High School. Ryan Cunningham with you. The Jays had an 18-4 lead in the opening half, led 47-38 here in the second half. They built up a one-time 9-point edge, but once again, Dickinson has chased the scoreboard. They're back within 1 after tying it a couple of moments ago. Bittner with the basketball inside, tried to kick it out for Dickinson, and quick hands by Dalton Lamp forces a turnover. Jays back into the front court, leading by 1. Holkalter banging his way inside, kicks it out. Ryan Larson with a deep 3. Comes off the glass a bit strong, and Alex Dvorak has the rebound for the Midgets. Dickinson back into the front court, looking for what would be their first lead of the game if they come up with a field goal of some kind. Drew Beal down towards the right corner. Bittner curling his way in, got to the glass and got fouled is the call. And so we're going to see Bittner going to the foul line to try to deliver Dickinson the lead with some foul shots. Peyton Holkalter committing his 4th personal foul for Jamestown in that sequence, and Owen Bittner will go to the foul line for Dickinson, and that's how painful that late foul for Holkalter back in the opening half is. Now he's picked up his 4th. First foul shot for Bittner is good, and the game is tied. He's 3 of 3 from the foul line. Dickinson ties it at 57 apiece. Holkalter will step off. Newman will step off. Caden Cox is back in. Mason Lensman returns as well. For the Blue Jays, second foul shot is on the way, and Dickinson will take the lead for the first time. 58-57 in favor of the Midgets. 7:15 to play in the second half. Jamestown into the front court. Larson on top, kicking back top of the key. A look towards the near side by Noah Meisner. Now Ryan Larson on top, looking left side. Couple of jab steps off that far side of the floor. A kick to the near side for the ball with Noah Meisner. He drives his way in, turns, follow a jump shot from 6 feet. Missed, rebound spiked out of bounds, I believe, by Dvorak it was. And this is going to go back into the hands of Jamestown in the front court. A couple of officials will get together to talk this one over. Not sure there's a lot to talk about there. Alex Dvorak made it look like he was going for a kill in volleyball the way he slapped that basketball. They may be talking about the shot clock because it was reset. So there's a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. I think that would be about the only conversation they could really be having here. I don't believe there's any sort of thought that the ball should be going back to Dickinson. Kirk Olson, Matt Nielsen talk it over, and they will say yes, resetting the shot clock was the right approach. So Jamestown has a fresh 30 seconds as they look to inbound the basketball. They get it in underneath. Caden Cox holding it. Back out top of the key. Dalton Lamp driving his way and tried to kick it out of the perimeter. Turned it over. Damon Glaser with a takeaway. Glaser driving up the floor. Head fake and the hesitation. Got his man in the air, but he missed the shot. And the loose basketball rebound comes down with Caden Cox. That's a big miss for Damon Glaser, who was wide open. And Jamestown comes back with the basketball still down 1. Mason Lunsman top of the key for the Blue Jays, a step up on top. Caden Cox left wing, back again to Lunsman out between the rings. Couple of steps on a jab by Noah Meisner. Meisner turns to Ryan Larson. Larson driving in, he got fouled. And that will be the penalty now. Ryan Larson will go to the foul line for the Blue Jays. And Larson with 16 points, 9 of which have come in the second half. He's hit 4 consecutive foul shots, and the free throw line has been very kind for Jamestown today. I think I've got Jamestown at 12 of 15 unofficially from the foul line in the matchup. First one on the way, and it is no good. It falls off. And apparently a foul on the ensuing rebound is going to turn the ball back over to Dickinson. Mason Lunsman will pick up his 3rd personal foul, looking for the rebound. So Ryan Larson comes up empty. It remains a 1-point game for Dickinson. And with 6:15 to play in the second half, the Midgets come back into the front court. Dvorak between the legs dribble, working right side, hit by a double-team trap, steps away from pressure, sends it to Beal in the right elbow, and now Bittner right side, long 2, won't fall. Dvorak an offensive rebound, another foul coming up inside. Dickinson believes it'll go against Jamestown. Ryan Larson will pick up the foul, his 3rd. And that's now going to put Alex Dvorak on the foul line for Dickinson. He'll shoot 1-for-1 penalty, as that's the 7th team foul against Jamestown. So how long do you wait before you have to play Peyton Holkalter back into the game again? It's a 1-point game right now for Dickinson. Dvorak first foul shot is good. Alex Dvorak, despite some near misses, has found a way to turn this into a great day. He has 12 points in the second half, now 20 for the game, just a few below his average of 23.8, and he missed several shots in the opening half that he's used to finishing. Lead is 2. It'll stay 2 as Dvorak misses, but Drew Beal pulls down another offensive rebound for Dickinson, and so the Midgets get another opportunity to run their offense. So that's something they've done all throughout the course of the day. Ball on the right side, and Beal turned it over. He looked at the top of the key. It's picked up by Mason Lunsman to the basket. Lunsman will score on the takeaway breakaway, his first 2 to tie the game at 59. 59-59, Jamestown and Dickinson with 5.5 to play. On the right side, Damon Glaser driving into the elbow. Turns it back top of the key for Owen Bittner, who sets down a lefty, and he's trapped on top out of some ball pressure. Steps out left corner. Beal loads up for 3 and hits it. Drew Beal with his 17th point today. Drew Beal has hit his 3rd 3-point shot, and the lead is now 3 for Dickinson at 62-59. And again, each of these are their biggest leads of the day after they fell behind 18-4 to get the game started. Ball left side, Ryan Larson working his way down the baseline with a shuffle step. Got stripped to the basketball. Loose ball to Isaac Schulte. He then tried to outlet it and threw the ball out of bounds. And Jamestown will get it back with 5 minutes to go, down 62-59. Again, more communication between our officials as to which way the ball would go. It will be Jamestown basketball. And underneath, they're going to lob it for Ryan Larson. Dvorak breaks that up inside. The ball will be turned back over into the hands of the Blues, actually in the hands of the Midgets. And so an awkward inbounds play. Not sure what the thought process was on that one. And the Midgets come away with the basketball. Glazier, a deep three, and he hit it from like 5 feet beyond the arc out on the right wing. Damon Glazier now has 11 points for the day, and the Midgets take a 65-59 lead. But Ryan Larson gets himself inside and scores, and the Jays are back within 4 as they call for a timeout with 4:36 left in the second half. 65-61, the Blue Jays get back to within 4. We've got a timeout on the floor. This is Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
How are you doing? Really? How are you doing? Are you taking the time to check in on you? A real check-in. Scheduling a wellness visit is an easy way to take care of yourself. At Essentia Health, we want to know how you're doing. We want to help. Whether it's face-to-face or a virtual appointment, the right care is waiting for you. We'll listen, assess how you are, and get you back on track. It's always good to check in. Care like nowhere else. Essentia Health. Schedule online at essentiahealth.org.
Scoreboard update. The University of Jamestown in action today. Boy, 2 tight ones. The UJ women lose 72-70 today. The UJ men win 93-90. Will Cordes scored 35 points, a career high for the University of Jamestown for Cordes today. Dvorak driving here for the Dickinson Midgets. He gets blocked from behind. Jamestown trails by 4, 65-61. The clock with 4:18 to play here in the second half of basketball, and the Blue Jays trying to retie the game after leading at one point by 14 and now trailing by 4. On top, a 3 by Dalton Lamp rolls off the front of the rim, no good, and the rebound to Beal for Dickinson. Dalton Lamp with 10 points back in the opening half, has not scored in the second half. Beal looking towards the right side, a take down the baseline by Hauk. Top of the key, Glazier for 3, hits it again. Damon Glazier with back-to-back threes for Dickinson. A 14-point day for Glazier. The lead is now 7 for Dickinson at 68-61. A drive on the right side of the floor. Hard take to the basket by Meisner. He'll go in and score. Noah Meisner with a scoop layup. Jays need more of that. They're back within 5 at 68-63. But right now what they need is a stop as Dickinson has scored at will down these last couple of minutes. Beal on the top of the key. A ball fake drawing a defender. Sends near side. Dvorak pulls up from the elbow on a jump shot and misses. Rebound through the hands of one Jay. Picked up by Caden Cox. He'll look to Dalton Lamp, who doesn't have the angle to go in. He sends it top of the key. Meisner for 3 is off the heel. And the rebound comes out to Beal on the foul line. Down to 3 minutes to go in the second half. 68-63. Dickinson leading by 5 over Jamestown. On top of the key, Bittner working left side to Damon Glazier. Glazier hooks off towards the top. Works back to the right for Alex Dvorak. Couple of crossover dribbles by Dvorak. Hard take in the lane. Teardrop left short. Rebound, offensive foul coming up against the Midgets. It may be Dvorak on the end of that. Well, let's wait and see. We've got some conversation going on amongst the officials now. Are they turning this into a foul against Jamestown instead? They are. They're going to call the foul against Peyton Holkalter after the initial indication was an offensive foul against Alex Dvorak, and 2 officials get together, discuss it, and I believe they said that Holkalter was in the arc underneath the basket, and so we can't take a charge there. The initial indication was offensive. There's not a lot of lobbying effort the other way, but Dvorak will go to the foul line, and Holkalter fouls out of the game. Dvorak's first is good. Alex Dvorak with 21 makes it 69-63. Dickinson by half dozen. They had a 7-point lead a couple of moments ago. This to make it 3 possessions with inside of 3 minutes to go. It's on the way, and it rims off. No good. Lead remains 6 for the Midgets by a score of 69-63. Jays into the front court. Meisner, left side, a head fake on a 3, drew a defender. Baseline pull-up jump shot for Meisner is good. Noah Meisner with 15. 9 in the second half. Jays back within 4, 69-65. Can they get a stop? Dvorak, a bounce pass to Drew Beal on the top of the key. We see Tyrese Anase back into the game underneath. They look in for Beal and a takeaway as a step down low by Mason Lunsman takes away the post-entry pass. The Jays back in the front court trailing by 4. Ryan Larson left side into the corner. Meisner head fake, baseline move to the basket. He'll score. Noah Meisner gets loose inside, 11 of his 17. have come in the second half. We're inside of 2 minutes, and we've got a 2-point game at the Jerry Meyer. Top of the key, Dvorak, hard take to the basket, whistling a foul, and I think they might have bailed out Alex Dvorak a little bit on that far side of the floor. Foul's going to go against Mason Lunsman, his fourth. Dvorak just ran headlong at the glass, looking for anybody that he could crash into, and that we've seen that play a couple of times today in the girls' game as well. It's sort of the NFL equivalent of just run down the field for a long dump and see if you can't pick up a pass interference penalty or that type of thing. Dvorak at the line. He's missed 2 of his last 4 foul shots. The Blue Jays could use some misses here. First one's good. That will give him 22. And the lead for the Jays is now 3 at 70-67 with 150 left to go in the second half. Dvorak with 22 points today. Dvorak takes his time at the foul line. Number 2 is on the way. That one nibbles in and out. Another miss. Rebounds out of bounds. Waiting for a call. 2 officials will get together. Blue Jay basketball will be the call. They're going to say that it was hit last by Owen Bittner before it went beyond the baseline. So Jamestown will get it back with 1:50 to go in the second half. That was kind of a 50-50 play. I almost expected that to be off of Jamestown with the angle and the way that it came out. But nonetheless, it goes to the Blue Jays. And we're back underway with 1:47 to play. 70-67. Jamestown trailing by 3. Whistling a foul coming up in the perimeter. They're going to call a blocking foul against the Midgets out on the perimeter. It'll go against Alex Dvorak. Third personal against Dvorak, so that stops the clock and puts Mason Lunsman on the foul line for the Blue Jays, trying to pull this thing back to within 1. He'll get the penalty, and both teams are now in the double penalty for the remainder of the game. That was the 9th against Dickinson. First foul shot is good for Lunsman. The lead is cut to 2 at 70-68. 1:41 to go here in the second half. Second foul shot for Lunsman. 1-point game. 70-69. Lunsman will score his 4th today. And here comes the finish to this one with 1:37 to go. Midgets into the front court with a 1-point lead. Dvorak on the top of the key, working left, spin move in the lane. Kick out. Beal left alone for 3, left it short. Rebound taken down by Caden Cox, and the Jays have a chance to reclaim the lead inside a minute 20. Dalton Lamp on the top of the key, working left, sends it to Ryan Larson. A drive to the baseline, a stop in the corner. He's cut off, looks for an angle inside. Post entry to Caden Cox. It was knocked away. Cox was able to run it down. Shot clock approaching 10. Dalton Lamp, left side Larson. Back to Lamp, a head fake off the dribble. Lamp for 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound loose. Larson ran it down offensively. Saves it for Caden Cox, and a timeout taken by Jamestown with 58 seconds to go. The Blue Jays down 1 at 70-69. Huge offensive rebound in that sequence for Ryan Larson to save that ball. And now the Jays will have it with 58.2 left, down 1 when we return. It's Blue Jay basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
Hey, this is Sean from the Jamestown Country Club. Thank you for a great season that lasted all the way to November 5th. It's never too early to think about next year's season, so make it a Christmas present for that golfer in your life. Buy your membership today or before Christmas, and we'll throw in a $100 gift certificate to our restaurant and bar for next season. Contact me at jcc58401@gmail.com and request your registration today. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas from the members at JCC.
Timeout taken by Jamestown after a crucial play for Ryan Larson. Larson runs down a loose basketball on the near side of the floor for an offensive rebound before it went out of bounds, technically off of a Blue Jay that would have given Dickinson the basketball back. 70-69, Jamestown trailing by 1 to the Midgets. Jamestown led 18-4 to start the game. Peyton Holkalter got in foul trouble. The offense slowed down. It was cut to 1 before halftime. The Blue Jays ran it back to 9. Jamestown then fell behind by as many as 7. And they trailed 68-61 just a couple of moments ago, but they've cut the lead to 1 at 70-69, and the Jays will inbound the basketball with a fresh shot clock after saving it, and now they're going to throw it in the backcourt. Boy, oh boy, a backcourt violation. That's going to make the Blue Jay faithful pull their hair out. You just took a full timeout to talk over your play, and you make 2 passes and throw the ball into the backcourt with nobody home. And so the ball goes to Dickinson. Now there's still a possession left in this thing. Clock at 49 seconds as Alex Dvorak brings it up. On top, Drew Beal. The Jays need a stop. Tyrese Anase reverses back to Dvorak. 18 to shoot. Dvorak had the ball slip loose out of his hands. Turns it back out to the circle for Owen Bittner. Bittner driving, stops in the baseline. Turns to Beal for three, and he hits it. Alex Beal knocks down a three to give him 20 for the game. The Jays trail by 2 possessions, 73-69. Larson, top of the key, Lamp for three. It comes up off the heel. Rebound smacked out of bounds off of Dickinson. And will stay Jamestown basketball with 14.8 seconds left to go in the second half. Jamestown will inbound in the front court, but the whole crowd is just kind of stunned by that turnover from a couple of moments ago. Still a 4-point game. The Jays can't afford to waste a lot of time here. They look into Larson. He'll pull up. Count it, one. Larson fouled along with the bucket, and that will give Jamestown one more chance with the clock down to 8 seconds to go. The foul is against Alex Dvorak. That'll be his 4th. Ryan Larson scores his 20th point today, and a chance to pull the Blue Jays to within 1 from the foul line, and Jamestown will take another timeout. 73-71, Dickinson's lead cut to 2, and a timeout taken by Jamestown with 8 seconds remaining in regulation and a Ryan Larson foul shot pending. I'm not sure what you draw up here. If you're head coach Jacoby Lloyd, you might be tempted to drop the miss in the 3. Here's the foul situation. Both teams are in the double penalty, so 2 no matter what. If Dickinson is fouled on the ensuing offensive possession, they'll go to the line for 2. Tyrese Anase, Dante Oyugi, and Alex Dvorak all playing with 4 fouls for Dickinson. Peyton Holkalter is fouled out with 16 points for Jamestown. Mason Lunsman has 4. No one else with more than 3, so no real foul trouble here for Jamestown. Dickinson could run into some problems if this game finds its way into an extra 4 minutes. Ryan Larson looking for point number 21. The Blackjack would cut this thing down to 1 with 8 seconds to go. 73-71, Midgets. The foul shot for Larson is good. It's 73-72. Pressure on the inbounds pass by the Blue Jays, and they will foul with 7.2 seconds left. They're going to put Alex Dvorak on the foul line. Dvorak with 22, and he will go to the foul line as Dalton Lamp will be called for his 2nd. But the best the Midgets can do here is push the lead to 3, and Jamestown has a chance to try to tie it in that situation. At the line, Alex Dvorak with 22 points today. Give him 23 as he knocks down the front end. 74-72 in favor of Dickinson. The 2nd for Dvorak to try to force a 3-point play to tie. Dvorak takes a look, eyes it up, sets down a dribble, backspins the ball. The 2nd's good, and it's a 3-point game. The Jays need 3 to tie the game. 75-72. Lamp pulls up from the top of the key. It's off the heel, no good. The rebound to Beal. The game runs out, and that's the end of the basketball matchup. Drew Beal throws the ball off the end wall. Of course, time had expired, so he can't be called for a technical foul that would matter in that situation. But Dalton Lamp comes up empty on a 3-point shot, and Dickinson will escape with a victory. Your final score will be Dickinson 75, Jamestown 72, and the Midgets have come away with a crucial win in the WDA that will move them into the top 4 of the league. Again, your final score, 75-72 in favor of Dickinson. We'll come back with the wrap-up next. This is Blue Jay Basketball on Jamestown 107.1 and NewsDakota.com.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. You know, a building, a storefront, a facility, new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit hillerudconstruction.com.
Welcome back to Jerry Meyer Arena, where the Blue Jays will split a doubleheader today with the Dickinson Midgets. The girls get a 61-59 win in the back half of the doubleheader today. The Midgets defeat Jamestown by a score of 75-72. Ryan Cunningham with you today for Blue Jay basketball and Jamestown 107 KQDJ Sports. Tough one today for the Blue Jays. They led 18-4 to get this started today, and then took a 9-point lead back after the Midgets cut it to 1 late in the second half. But Dickinson was able to build a 7-point lead in the second half of play, and a furious comeback by Jamestown got them close. They got back to within 1 by a score of 70-69, but could not quite turn the corner. And the Jays are bested today by a final score of 75-72. We'll give you a quick look at those standings before we wrap things up for today as far as boys play is concerned. Jamestown's going to fall to 4-3. They will fall to 3-3 in the overall, or I should say rather 3-3 in the league, I should say. So Jamestown falls to a 4-3 in the overall campaign and 3-3 in the Western Dakota Association standings today, and that's going to put them now in the number 5 spot. They were in a tie for 4th 3 ways coming into the day, with Dickinson just a half game behind, but Dickinson's win today is going to push them up. We'll wait for the WDA website to refresh here as they're waiting. I think they're putting in a couple of additional results for today, but in the long run, we'll have to wait and see what those standings look like. But again, 4-3 for Jamestown. Overall 3-3 in the league today. You're looking for, the difference is in a game like this that was decided by 3 points, you look at the difference is 13 3-point shots go down for Dickinson, including a good total in the second half, as Dickinson is able to knock down 7 3-point shots in the second half of play. And in the, one of the real differences was the fact that Drew Beal, who's kind of this post player for Dickinson, one of the tough things that anybody that plays either Jamestown or Dickinson will deal with will be trying to figure out which player is going to play in the post, because Beal was this post player they got started for Dickinson that moved out to the perimeter. Peyton Holkalter did the same thing for Jamestown today, started in the perimeter or in the inside, came out on the perimeter, hit a couple of shots, and you're never really certain where those matchups are going to be and who's going to defend those players. You start off with a plan, and that plan can go awry rather quickly, but Drew Beal hit 3 crucial 3-point shots in the second half. They all seem to come at key times, and he finishes with 20 points, and that's probably a difference maker today for the Blue Jays, or rather for the Midgets, who get out of here with a win. The individual numbers, Alex Dvorak with 24 today, a little spotty from the foul line down the stretch, but does enough to get to help his team get the win. Drew Beal, as we mentioned, with 20, 14 for Damon Glazier today. 3 on 3 threes, or should say 3 threes for Tyrese Amace. He finishes with 9. Owen Bittner with 4 and 4 foul shots. Pair of buckets, 1 for Dante Oyugi, and Sebastian Hauk also with 175 for Dickinson. 72 for Jamestown today with 4 in double figures. A great day for Ryan Larson. 14 of his 21. Come in the second half today, he was 5 of 6 from the foul line and knocked down 7 field goals today. Really nice play for Ryan Larson, who averaged 9.4 coming in. That's a big day for him. Noah Meisner with 17 today. He has 7 field goals in the matchup, and 11 of his 17 came after halftime. Peyton Holkalter with 16, but the foul trouble really slowed him down. He only picked up 4 after he got that third personal back in the opening half. He eventually fouled out. Dalton Lamp, the leading scorer for the Jays, scored 10 in the opening half, but was held to only 2 field goals today and 5 of 6 shooting, and did not score in the second half of play this afternoon. Mason Lunsman with 4, 2 apiece for Tom Newman and Caden Cox. Again, your final is 75-72 in favor of the Dickinson Midgets. Earlier today, Jamestown with a 61-59 win, coming from behind against Dickinson to pick up the win today in girls basketball. And up next for the Blue Jays, they'll be at Mandan for a doubleheader coming up on Tuesday night. That'll do it for our coverage of Blue Jay basketball today on NewsDakota.com and on Jamestown 107.1. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. Ryan Cunningham